Hi there, and welcome to Quick Tips for Online Teaching. I'm your host, Jenna Camp, and today we're talking about transformative teaching. The idea of transformative, often as opposed to transactional teaching and learning, has come up in a couple of different spaces that I inhabit over the last couple of weeks. So I thought it only fitting that I address that here. A quick Google search on transformative teaching will bring up hundreds of articles and links, all surrounding various teaching and learning theories. With so many ideas in education, there are different interpretations of these words, transformative versus transactional. So I've tried to simplify my ideas and present to you a simple little Venn diagram. Let's take a look. Both transactional or transformative teaching and learning puts at the center that education is valuable to individuals and is valuable to society. It's really more about the way or the methodologies that teachers use. In transactional teaching, education is definitely seen as something that you get. Scholars get a grade, scholars get a diploma, scholars get an education. So there's a sense of cost benefit between teacher and student interactions. Scholars must pay attention to the information that benefit that teachers are giving to them, right? A lot of times in this kind of transactional teaching, scholars are engaged in doing what they're supposed to be doing. They don't always know why, however, and sometimes it doesn't even occur to them to ask why. They're just told to do the work and they do the work and the learning happens somehow. I think of transformative teaching really about addressing that why, and it's more process oriented and tries to engage the scholars in understanding why they're learning what they're learning and how that relates to themselves, their own development, and their world. So there's a relational aspect between teacher and student interactions. Also, in transformative teaching, the instruction is designed to meet the needs of the learner so that the scholars themselves see the relevance in what they're learning in class, and they are able to apply that to the real world. And this helps them engage more naturally and understand that reasoning. So again, transformative teaching is centered in a cognitive understanding of how scholars learn, but more importantly to me, why it is that they're learning. So it addresses these three R's: relationships, relevance, and those two things help lead to rigorous learning for scholars. There are a lot of different ways of being a transformative teacher or of addressing transformation through teaching and learning. Typically considered constructivist or inquiry-based or student-centered, really a transformative curriculum that a teacher is using is a little piece of all of these. There's learning experiences for some productive struggle constructed by the teachers for the learners. They're engaged in project-based learning or design-based learning, if you've heard of Doreen Nelson and the work that she's done. There's your basic inquiry-based type teaching as well: Socratic questioning, problem-based learning, scientific method. You can use that in a science class as well as outside of a science class, or in problem-based learning, it's like research-based. And there is the sandbox method, this idea that you can play around a little bit with things. Really, in student-centered learning, scholars participate in generating these fields of study, and they're able to apply their critical and creative thinking skills, analysis, synthesis, evaluation to whatever it is that they're learning. I hope this has been helpful for you. For more quick tips for online teaching, check out jennacamp.com or find me on Facebook or Instagram at Jenna Camp Educational. Thanks so much.